video, I'm going to be ranking every single one of Ash's companions from worst to best. Ash Ketchum has met quite a lot of people along the way, and some who even wanted to tag along with Ash in his journey. What can I say? He's a pretty likable guy. Speaking of likable guys, Mr. Luap has joined me today.
Yo, it's your boy Luap. Excited to be here and talk about and rank Ash's 18 traveling companions?
Alright, Luap, since I'm very nice, I'll let you start us off.
Number 18, Sophocles. Okay, Sun and Moon fans, get your pitchforks ready, but we put Sophocles in last place out of all of Ash Ketchum's companions. The reason why, in an already overly saturated cast of companions in Alola, Sophocles hands down felt like the least important one in the group. Like, we could have removed him from the equation and there wouldn't have been much difference in regards to the story of the Sun and Moon anime. That's not to say that he's a terrible character. Sophocles has gotten a number of heartwarming developmental episodes, and even a recurring rival. He's just worse when compared to every other companion that's on this list, in our opinion. At least Sophocles got his own focused character return episode in Pokémon Journeys, and it wasn't half bad.
Number 17, Chloe. I gotta say, I think the worst thing about this character isn't that she's just a bland mix of the past Pokegirls, which she is, but also that I had high expectations going into Journeys, seeing a new travel companion who turned out, well, I think the best way I can describe it is she was left behind by the other two characters in the series who had massive goals that outruled any dedicated writing for Chloe. Yeah, she got a couple of episodes for development, but nothing really outstanding or original. It honestly seems like she's a budget Serena.
Number 16, Max. Perhaps one of, if not the most hated companion in general has always been Max. I honestly don't understand the hate that Max gets. Sure, his character was annoying for the first half of the series, but you do have to remember that in Iris's words, he's just a kid. Not to mention his character development as AG went on was top notch, and he got a few shiny moments like the Malt episode. By the end of the series, he was a much better character than when he first started. Max was handled much worse than Bonnie was, but to be fair, they learned from their mistakes and made Bonnie a better character because we had Max. Also, the Jirachi Wishmaker movie where he was the lead character was an absolute banger, so that definitely worked in his favor.
Number 15, Mellow. A character who isn't hated much, but she also doesn't have any super big qualities that make her a good character. I mean, she has a restaurant, she likes to cook food, she talked to her dead mom once. Well, that was actually pretty cool. I also liked how she took care of a shaman, which served very little purpose, but hey, there's that. And I wouldn't blame the directors for not giving her much screen time. After all, she had to compete with 5 other characters. Blame the directors for adding that many companions in the first place.
Number 14, Tracy. After Brock got rid of the main series for questionable reasons at best, we got introduced to the Pokemon watcher Tracy Sketchit. Now, Tracy was part of the main cast for far less than every other character on this list, but the time that he spent on screen was great. Although Tracy could never live up to the legacy that was Brock, he did offer a different experience. He was mature, level-headed, and was also a great friend of Ash throughout his Orange Islands adventure. After his time was up, he had one of the most satisfying endings to any of Ash's companions by staying with his hero Professor Oak and became his assistant, and that worked really well for Tracy fans as we got to see him at other times throughout the series, most notably in the Pokemon Chronicles series. Speaking of which, I have a review series where I broke down every single episode via recap and also gave my review, so if that interests you, a whole playlist is waiting for you right now.
Number 13, Lana. I'll keep Lana short. She was an uninteresting, quiet character who likes water types and wants to live in a bubble, literally. That got way more screen time than she should have. But with great screen time comes great character development. We see this by Lana reaching towards her goal with Poplio evolving all the way into Primarina. Lana also is a loving, childish character who's not that bad in battle either. But again, all this goes back to her being an uninteresting character to begin with, and she stole Eevee from Ash, so yeah.
Number 12, Bonnie. So after learning from their mistakes from the development of Max, we got an improved female version, Bonnie. She was Clement's little sister and she traveled alongside Ash during the Kalos region. One of Bonnie's strong points, besides being completely adorable, is that her Dedenne helped make her even funner to watch. Also, she's the glue that binded the XY gang together, as her relationships with Ash, Clement, and Serena really helped in making them feel like a family. Bono also of course had a huge role in the Team Flare arc with her connection with Squishy. And did you know that she's the only main character in the anime that's directly responsible for the death of another character? Bonnie's actually the devil in disguise. Who knows, maybe one day when she grows up, she'll be the new Kalos queen. She could even be the youngest champion ever, taking the title away from Iris.
Number 11, Silent. It's Silent, guys, the best at everything he does. Honestly though, Silent throughout Ash's journey in Unova was a multi-tool for any struggle they may face. He may not have any character growth throughout the series, other than, well, I don't know, there's not a whole lot, but at least he was pretty funny and entertaining. While I can't say he's the best character, he is certainly not the worst, which is why he lands somewhere near the middle of this ranking.
Number 10, Lily. One of the most developed companions ever, and her partner Pokemon is completely adorable. At first Lily was a rare case of someone in the Pokemon world who is literally surrounded by Pokemon 24/7, being completely petrified of them. However, as the series went on, we learned more and more about her past, and she finally got over it by the time the series ended. I think that Lily, like most Sun and Moon cast, got heavily affected by the oversaturation and overabundance of main characters. Had it not been for this, Lily could have easily made it higher on the list. Her main goal of finding Moan was finally absolved in Pokemon Journeys, and that was handled really well. And she made the top 16 of the Manola conference with just an Alola Vulpix. She's low-key OP.
Number 9, Kiawe, the ultimate fire guy. Definitely Ash's best Alola travel companion. Why? Well, he's great in all ways. Kiawe challenged Ash constantly in Alola. His rages were some of the funniest, that's not a word, shut up, moments in all of Pokemon. We also got that amazing baseball episode where Kiawe carried that whole episode to another level. The one massive L was that he never got a proper rematch with Ash. Other than that one episode in Journeys, I guess that sorta counts.
Number 8, Iris. You're such a kid is something that still haunts me to this day. During Ash's travels throughout the Unova region, I always felt that Iris was annoying, but as the series progressed, she got better and better. The thing that really turned her around for me was how well her return in Pokemon Journeys was handled. Iris is a strong companion in terms of battle strength, basically Ash's strongest, as she ranked higher than him in the World Coronation series before the Masters class. Also, she had a lot of hilarious moments, and her interactions with many of the black and white characters were comedy gold. Iris's character development was handled solidly, with a clear goal, and her character arc concluded very well. I wish we got to see more Pokemon that she owned, but other than that, Iris as a companion, well done.
Number 7, Go. Go, go, go. Okay, I'm not gonna talk a lot about him since, well, watch my next Go video. I honestly don't hate Go anymore, because if I did, then he wouldn't be this high. However, does that mean Go is perfect? No, definitely no. But character development is a great thing that can make any character better, and compared to all the previous companions, Go is just more interesting. Just wait for my next video, okay?
Number 6, May. May is one of the most universally liked companions in general, and it's for a good reason. May went from being someone who had a fear of Pokemon stemming from a bad childhood experience to being one of the strongest and best coordinators in the Hoenn region. She was someone who always tried her best, and she also had another amazing character development when she wasn't really sure what her future goal was going to be until she decided on being a Pokemon coordinator. On top of that, her character was even more fleshed out with the help of some of the best rivals and supporting characters in the franchise. May really was the base model used for a lot of future traveling companions of Ash, and they already nailed it pretty well for the first time with something like this. Not to mention she was replacing Misty after she was in the cast for so many episodes, and she did a fantastic job at that too. Her journey got wrapped up so well in the final battle with Ash, where they split the ribbon.
Number 5, Clement, or Clement, whatever you want to say. Wow. That's right, the future is now, thanks to the science guy. Clement was one of, if not the funniest characters in the entire show. The fact that he isn't dead by how many times his inventions explode is a wonder in and of itself. Not only was he an all-around great entertainer, but his character growth was very satisfying and well done. They went from having a battle in the first episode to a 3v3 rematch in one of my personal all-time favorite battles. Totally not because Gooder wrecked Clement or anything.
Number 4, Misty. The first companion to appear on screen and the one that appeared in the very first episode of the entire show. What makes her a strong candidate for the best companion is that she's also a powerful trainer, which was proven by her performance in the World Cup and mastering Mega Evolution. Even if Misty's development happened more slowly and subtly, her personality by itself carries her overall character. It also helped that she went with Ash through 3 regions, and she was in general a very likable companion. She often butted heads with Ash, but their friendship was too strong to ever be ended by such a silly argument. Misty is one of the companions that Ash has been closest to, and it's surprising that she hasn't appeared yet in Pokemon Journeys, but I'm more than willing to bet that she's gonna make a physical cameo before the series comes to an end.
Number 3, Serena. Serena! Oh my god, Serena! Yes, she had to show up somewhere, and oh boy, people are gonna hate me for putting her third. Either way, I think Serena at number 3 is perfect. Obviously, she is one of the most strongly developed characters and probably had one of the best companion glow-ups. Her story was awesome, from being a person who had no clue what her passion in life was until she reunited with her hero from summer camp. This hero was Ash, and while traveling with him, she discovered that she wants to pursue her new dream of becoming Kala's queen. And literally for the rest of the series, we see that goal coming into reality. God, that voice crack was horrible. Don't include that me. Very inspiring. Also, you more shippers need to calm down. I know Pokemon did some stuff, but calm down.
Number 2, Dawn. Dawn was such a peak traveling companion. She is such a top traveling companion that she appeared in almost 20 episodes outside of her own series, which is more than any other traveling companion before. Dawn went from being pretty much a complete noob at contests and living in her mother's shadows in regards to being a top coordinator to basically becoming one herself. She has great accomplishments under her belt, getting second place in the Sinnoh Grand Festival, as well as winning the Wallace Cup. Dawn is arguably one of the best Pokemon coordinators in the world now, and she also is great at making strategies. Dawn invented the counter shield strategy, which not only did Ash use throughout the Sinnoh region, but he just used it in his masterclass battle against Cynthia, which impressed the Sinnoh champion. With a fun personality and stellar development, Dawn is truly a peak companion.
Number 1. Brock. The one man who is even more than a peak companion. He is the companion! I don't even know where I'm going with that. The main man himself, the holy grail of Pokemon memes, originates from this one dude who has the power of all jelly-filled donuts and drying pans. He is the king of Ash companions because he has been in the show longer than anyone except Pikachu. The common argument for Brock is that he doesn't get any character development, but I disagree. He quit his role as a gym leader, traveled with Ash, wanting to become a Pokemon breeder, then finally wanted to become a Pokemon doctor, which to this day he still is. He had all sorts of wild character development, maybe not as much as Serena and Dawn, but they were never as funny or savage as Brock. What did you guys think of this video? If you agree, subscribe to Luap's channel. If you disagree, subscribe to Luap's channel. Seriously, what are you still doing here? Subscribe to Luap's channel. Okay, join my Discord. Bye.